Hi guys, welcome to our Live at 5 series. This is Julie Higgins and I'm Leanne Rayner, and we're going to be talking to you today about a really important topic that we find lots of people ask about when they list their homes, and that is presenting your house for sale. Now Julie's a bit of an expert on this and she's got very strong views.
Stop it, Leanne. Stop it right now.
So I'm going to ask her a few questions that we get asked quite a bit, and you're going to do your best to answer for us.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so we're going to start with preparing your home for sale. Now this is a really general question, but what should stay and what should go, Jules?
Well, that's a really good question, Leanne.
Thank you.
Look, it is the owner's most valuable asset usually, is their own home. So it's kind of like you wouldn't take your car to the sale yard without actually going to get it washed and detailed. So that's what we want to do to the house as well.
Yeah.
So, clean up what's on the kitchen bench, the school reports, the notes, the bills.
Which we all have.
Everybody's got that.
That's right.
Where they come in, put their handbag, dump it on. Let's get rid of all that. Let's clean it all up. And make sure all your appliances are clean too.
Do people actually look into
People
your oven?
do look in your oven, and if it's dirty, they'll go, ooh, that's dirty.
Okay.
So, yes, it is important to just look, even if it's the oven, the grill, not so much your microwave, but definitely the oven.
Things that are staying, so obviously your microwave wouldn't necessarily be.
Piles of laundry, toys, even your hobbies. So you might be really excited about having your train set out.
Right.
Or put the train set away. Also, guns as well. We have had an incident before where there was a gun left out and the police actually confiscated it on the day. So
Not ideal.
Not ideal for an open home, but things like that do happen.
Yeah.
So also your windows. Make sure all your windows are as clean as possible.
I would assume that people forget about windows. You do a bit of a clean and you don't really think about.
You just see sort of what's on the surface. So it's important, especially if you've got beautiful big bifold doors. We wouldn't probably have them open in winter as much. So just make sure they're all clean. Also the fly screens as well.
Okay.
Also your carpets to be steam cleaned. I think
we should be doing that before we put it on for sale.
I think so.
Okay.
Because people will come in and go, oh, well, that's stained, that's not going to come out. Okay, and then in their head they're thinking, well, I'm going to have to deduct money for that because that's stained and I can't get that out.
Okay.
How much is that going to cost? And start taking money off the price. Also get your gardens mowed, weeded, tidied up. I know it's a little bit hard this time of the year with all the falling leaves, but just clean as possible would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And also if you've got a pool, make sure it's spotless as well, because there's nothing worse than showing a pool and it's all green and slimy. Look, I have done that myself, but it was a fish pond. Everybody knows about my swimming pool turned into a fish pond. But look, just make sure it's as clean as you possibly can get it.
Okay. Just one other thing, what about personal photographs? Because that's a big one sometimes. Lots of people like to have all their family on display. What's your view on that?
Oh, look, sometimes I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes the house feel more like a home than actually. A lot of people go to the extreme and strip everything out and it just looks like a display home that has got absolutely nothing in it. And it really has no personality.
Because what we want to try and do is people want to see themselves living in that house, right? So if you've got a few family photos around, it's like, okay, someone actually lives here, and it's
somebody loves his house.
Yeah, that's right.
And it tells a bit of a story as well. So
good. Okay, very good. All right. So obviously, once you've listed your home and you've done all that, you're ready for the agent. We have to get some professional photos taken, which we always do with every property here. So what do you suggest we always tell people what time and day we're coming around with a photographer, so there's no excuse. How do you get your house ready for photos? Because that's a little bit different as well.
It is a little bit different. So we want to make sure it's as clean and tidy as possible. That normally should happen a week after you've signed the authority. We'll organise for the photos. One of the real bugbear of mine is make sure your shower is clean and dry, and remove those nasty little loofahs that you've got in there and you use razor blades. I need danger money for this job sometimes. So make sure the shower is dry because that will show up in the photos.
Yeah,
so
right.
Just get rid of all your band-aids and yucky bits at the bottom as well.
And also your shampoo and conditioner bottles, all that sort of stuff doesn't need to be in there. Yeah,
it doesn't need to be there. Also your toothpaste, your toothbrush, things like that. happy just to have a little pump pack for your soap,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've got to get in your shower and remove it all,
Yeah. Which you have done.
which I have done many a time. Also, get rid of all the clutter on your bench. You've had a bit of a deep clean of the house already, but it can still accumulate.
Well, you're still
over
living
that.
there.
We're still living there.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So it can still accumulate. Make sure that on the day of the photos, you've washed your dishes, you've put them away, you haven't left things out on the bench,
Yeah.
because I'm then going to have to come in, pick up all your whether clean or dirty dishes, and put them on your kitchen table.
Yeah. 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 That's right.
Make sure your beds are made, and make sure that there's no medication on your bedside table. We don't want to know what you've been up to. So remove all of that. And also, look, if you've got dirty linen or dirty undies or anything, get rid of them. Put them in your basket, because I'm just going to have to kick them under the bed.
Also, which you've done before.
Also, which I have done as well. If you can turn all the lamps on, and make sure all your lights are working as well.
Yeah.
And replace all your faulty bulbs.
Yeah.
Because it makes it hard when Ashley comes out and we do the photos, and it's like, oh, well, only one bedside lamp works and the range hood doesn't work with the light. And it just...
And when you're taking photos, light's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you need to have it not looking dark, because
Yeah.
you want it to be shown in its best light.
Yeah, for sure. On the day of the photo shoot, if you can take your cars out of the driveway, either put them in the lock-up garage or park them down the street, because we don't want your car
Yes.
or our own, the agent's car or the photographer's car in the photos.
Yeah, that's
In the
exactly
photos.
right.
And also during winter, if you can light your open fireplace, or put on your, if you've got a gas log burner, if you
Yeah.
can turn that on as well, really creates a nice ambience without it being photoshopped in. I know they say it looks really good, but it's not the same as the real
The
deal.
real thing.
The real deal.
That's good.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Awesome. Very good. Now, obviously, once we've got the photos done and we've done all the advertising and brochures and everything like that, we're going to be having our first open home. So I think people underestimate sometimes how important open homes can be and presenting your house for an open. So can we go through some of those things? So what should you do for an open home? And you might have 4 or 5 of those if it's a longer campaign.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure. So light some candles. If you can get some really good quality candles, not your cheap and nasty, because sometimes they can be a little bit overwhelming, and it's like, ooh, wow, that's a bit too much. And if you can turn all the lights on for the agent as well, all the lamps, all the lights. So when we get there, we can just walk in and go, well, we can put all of our bits and bobs out and we're ready to go without walking around the house and going, well, where's that light switch for that little lamp over there as well?
Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier. If you can open all the curtains, blinds, roller blinds, whatever you've got, just to let as much light in as possible.
Light is your friend. We
Light
need
is
as
our
much
friend.
natural light.
That's it.
That's it.
That would be great. And also light the heater.
Yeah.
We had a client recently, a few weeks ago, when we had that horizontal rain. We were at this beautiful period home and their log fire was on. And you know what? We all gathered around and talked around the coffee table and the log fire. So it was beautiful, and it was a great way to show the house as well.
Yeah, great. Same with in summer, to put your air conditioner on like half an hour before, because air conditioning is a big deal. And if someone walks into your home and it's 40 degrees and it's so hot in there, they're going to go, oh, I couldn't live here. So just think about things like that about half an hour before, just to turn it on. Even if you're not going to be home, just turn it on.
And it makes the home comfortable.
Yes, that's right. For people
and livable.
Yeah, and all those things matter, don't they?
For sure. Okay, so let's get to my pet hate.
You've got a few,
Oh,
Jules.
stop it.
And pet hate.
Pet hate.
Pet hate.
Yeah, kitty litter. Okay, so we want to get that out of the house as early as possible on the open day. So if it's Saturday morning, get it out at 6 o'clock in the morning, because there's nothing worse when you walk in the house and all you can smell is kitty litter. Mm-hmm. And I think it takes a while to get sort of rid of that smell.
Mm.
Also remove your pet bowls and the pet food and
Beds,
water,
pet beds.
all of that. Get them outside, and it just makes it more walkable area anyway. That would be great. And if you can take your pets for a walk during the open, we don't want your pets there. Everybody knows, look, all the dogs just love me and want to come up and sniff me and all those sort of things. So, but not everybody likes your animals. And look, I'm personally quite scared of dogs. I don't know why, but you don't want to be trying to show a home, especially if there's young children. Your animals are there. I don't want them to bite a child or anything like that. So look, take them for a walk. I know you think they're lovable and all squishy and yummy, but take them for a walk.
Yeah.
It's the best. Even the cat. I would prefer no cats either.
Right, we got that. No animals with
No
Julie.
animals. No animals. And also, we would prefer that the owners aren't there either.
Yeah.
So I know sometimes
So pets
people...
and owners.
Pets and owners. I know some owners are quite concerned that who we let in, but we do take phone numbers. We know where they're from.
Yeah.
We get all their details. So if anything was to happen, we know who the people who have been through the property.
Yeah.
You don't need to be stalking them and loitering around the house. It puts the buyers off.
Yeah. And people who might have spent 20 minutes in your home will spend 3 and say,
Yeah.
look, nah, we'll buy something else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and they're just not comfortable
No.
in the home when you're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you should also, with your open home, question without notice, but should you have like sheds and things like that unlocked on the day? Because we've had instances before where people haven't been able to get into sheds, and the big shed out the back might be the selling point of the home.
Exactly.
And if it's locked for every
And we've
open,
lost some deals on that
that's
where
right.
we haven't been able to have access.
So if we can
into
try and
sheds.
have sheds and things like that open on your
Yeah,
day of
for
inspection,
sure.
that's yeah.
And look, usually with, well, I can only talk for Marcus and I, as a team, we always go in as 2 people.
Yeah.
So there's one at the door. There's usually another person that is in the house as well.
Yeah.
Towards the middle to the back of the home. So they'll probably see the shed as well at the same time. But look, if you've got any goods inside your house that you think, well, that's grandma's diamond ring,
Yeah.
don't leave it on the bedside table.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've
Put
got
all your
something that's
valuables
in the
away.
shed, I don't know what it is because I'm not a shed person. But look, if you've got something that's of value in the shed,
Yeah.
get rid of it
Yeah.
while we've got the open on.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the open covered. So just another question, which is sort of becoming a bit of a common one just recently, I feel like. Should they get a building and pest inspection before that house goes on the market?
Good question, Leanne. Yes. I think if you want to be transparent
Yeah.
and make the process as fluid as possible and easy, I think we're going into a new direction now where a lot of agents in Victoria and New South Wales are getting building inspections done beforehand.
Yeah.
So 99% of the time, most people will put a clause in saying we would like a pest and building inspection done. So that's going to just slow that process down by another 7 days. So let's put our best foot forward. We've got it there ready for you as well.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't need to then go through that 7-day process as well. It might only then be subject to finance or a 3-day cooling off period then. So it would then hasten the process up that little bit quicker.
Yeah,
So,
and don't be scared of getting one because
No.
no house is perfect.
No
right?
house
But-
is
so
perfect.
there might be just some little things or there may be some big structural things wrong, but at least then you're being, as you said, transparent for the purchasers and they know what they're getting into before it happens. And we're not, as I said, delaying the process because once they get the building and pest, if there's something they're not happy with, then we have to go again to find another buyer. So
That's right.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then,
Fantastic.
Jules. And-
So we've got all the information that we've talked about today in our preparing and maintaining your home for sale. Now the lovely Jess has also told us that we do have this as a hard copy, as you can see in here, but we've also got it as an ebook as well. So if you do want a copy, we can grab your details and we'll just send you out an ebook
That's awesome.
full of great information.
On presenting your home for sale.
Yeah.
Well, Julie Higgins, thank you so much for joining us on our
thank
Live
you,
at 5.
Leanne
Thank
Rayner.
you for joining us tonight on our Live at 5. Don't forget to join us next week for our next endorsement of the series next week on 5 o'clock. Not sure what the topic is yet, Jules. Do you know?
No, a lot of people are really scared of talking live at 5.
We're not, can you tell? But anyway, whatever. Thanks, Jules. Thank you,
you.
and we'll see you next week.
See you then.
Bye-bye.